Yeah.
Greetings. In our last episode, we talk about Waterhouse and the early years. In this next episode, we aim to continue the story about Waterhouse. This channel is established for one purpose only, and that is to bring improvement into the lives of people living in Waterhouse. We original people from Waterhouse who now find themselves overseas, we feel strong about our community, and therefore we want to make a contribution. A lot of us are overseas, and the news that we get is not so happy. You know, some of us want to come back home, some can't come because of fear and what have you. What unites all of us though is the knowledge that Waterhouse was not like what it is today. We grew up in a time in the 60s, for myself, grew up in a time when it was fun. You could walk, you could walk all over the city, Kingston 11. And not only that, you could walk, you could go to the Luke's Theatre on Saturdays.
Yeah.
That was the Luke's thing. Another thing about Waterhouse, growing up in Waterhouse, we had a place called Faith and Hope. Faith and Hope. Late night place you go, you get your food and whatever. So we want to continue the story. And in this episode, I have three brothers from Waterhouse. These are not just come. These are original people from Waterhouse. They know the story, and you know, we're gonna spend this episode talking about, you know, the story, interacting with the brothers them, and let the brothers them speak for themselves, because listen, they know the story just like I do and you. So welcome, brothers and brothers. Can you go around and just identify yourself for the listeners?
Yeah. Juan. Gresham.
Marcon, original Taylor from St. Kitts Road, you know?
Yes. So you see, when we talk about the original Taylor from St. Kitts Road, people go to be, yes, yes, some nice turling wool pants come from that Taylor man's place, you know? And oh God, that one, it's years, you know, but
from 1956.
When you went to Waterhouse, that one?
1956.
56.
Yeah.
Gresham?
63.
50 when?
63, 1963.
And the Taylor?
Born and grew up Waterhouse.
Born and grew up.
Yeah, born. I went there when I was 4. I went there before my 5th birthday.
So and I went to Waterhouse 65.
Yeah.
65, my people have moved in.
When my mother moved here, Waterhouse didn't have any light yet.
What year was that? You said
1956. There was no light down in Waterhouse proper. There was no light yet.
So when
I moved there, because when I used to go to the basic school and the corner with the Park Road and Trinidad Road, over where the old milk shed used to be.
What was the name of that basic school?
Yeah, I went to that basic school with Smithy.
Okay.
Smithy was the teacher. And then she moved to St. Lucia Road.
Okay.
Because you see, at the corner, Trinidad Road and Westgate Park Road, you know, that's where the old milk shed was, because it used to be an estate property. That piece of land. They used to have cows, and then used to plant bananas.
Okay.
If you remember, anybody remember where Lollipop used to live?
Yeah.
That used to be the estate house.
Oh, Lollipop.
That piece of land still belongs to the Ministry of Housing.
Okay.
No, that is a piece of government land. That entire piece of land right here.
Yeah.
When we from Balmaji right up to the back of Balmaji Garden.
Yeah.
To go down to where the shop is.
Yeah.
That used to be the estate house. When we went there, it was in ruins. And when you used to have to take the 9 bus and walk from down Captain Morgan and come up. We used to cut through that piece of land there. And then as children, when it get dark, we didn't want to walk through them because people say, let me a knife and fork and lick inside it at night time.
and that was the 50s?
Yeah, that was the 56, 57, because the people who really lobbied for us to get bus, the 8 bus in Waterhouse, was a man named Stanley Coles, Mr. Upson, Precious Light Body, and my man, and then 4 people there. Joyce Williams.
Okay.
These are the 4 people who walk and meet with everybody with them things they're supposed to meet with. That's how we got the bus into Waterhouse, because, and then the bus, the terminus used to be at Munster Road.
Munster Road, yes.
Yeah, that was the first bus terminus.
That's where the first bus terminal, Munster Road.
Yeah. These are the people who got us bus in Waterhouse.
Okay. So the bus was what other major thing happened? Because the bus was a major thing that happened.
Well, we got the lights. When there was no fencing, no? At first, and everybody had was open up, you know. Then they were granite the walls. The walls were rough. Because the money that building, it was only 80 houses that built in Waterhouse. 80 houses. Because the money that was left over from the grant they got after Hurricane Charlie.
Oh, okay.
And then what happened, it was JFD was in power then. When they got that grant, and they built Kenwood.
Yes.
And Balmaji, they built those 2 communities. And then 1955 PNP won the election. And the money that was left over from that grant, which was a little less than, you know, what I normally build, because if you know it's a bigger area and food, they used it and they built those 80 houses in Waterhouse. And then there was a piece of empty land on Grenada Road that later down the line, and they 2 houses on that lot. So we end up with basically 82 original houses. But it was 80 houses first in Waterhouse. Because Waterhouse started on the western side of Penwood Road and West Bay Farm Road, going up to Munster and a couple of houses past go to Antigua Park, and then go to St. Lucia Road. That's where it stopped originally. After that, now the land leave over, because over there was Anti-Santino.
Yeah. And
Barbara John used to be the watchman over there. So like on Sunday, like this to us kids, we have put our clothes and go over the road and our butterfly and then look at it. Because they had to have a watchman. Because people used to dig out sand. Yes. I mean, man used to go there and dig sand, and then the trucks would come and buy a whole truckload of sand. That is how the going to start to go like that.
Yeah, because I remember the Sandmen, you know.
But that was going on from in the 50s.
Yeah, because...
They know, when they're going to come down now, people used to have to pay some little man. When look at sharp, they from two can them the man, the man used to collect money to bring the women across the water, and they're going to come down. Yeah. That's how the whole thing goes. But after February in 1963, because Balmaji School opened in 1962 September.
Okay.
Right? And then 63, you know, when they had the February, a lot of people got flooded out in some areas downtown and all. And that is how a lot of people start moving. And then basically them start calling the capital land until government start building roads down there. But the road was done at first. They extend West Bay Farm Road now, and then put in Carlos Road and Rochefort Avenue, Rochefort and Park, Rochefort Park, and all them things.
But all of that, but all of that area, there wasn't any houses down there.
No, there was that. Originally out to stop at St. Lucia Road.
St. Lucia, yeah.
Yeah.
And below that was...
You see how they have end road now?
Yeah.
That piece of road that you see end road come out at West Bay Farm Road. That was not end road, you know.
No.
That was pipe park. When they start putting the roads. And they had a standpipe here. You remember that? And then Henry Road started out by Penwood Road and come behind Balmondry School. And then Pike Park Road into it and then it go down to Punchtown Road. Oh. But then after some big rain and a lot of sun and things washed down on Henry Road, down behind the school, you know, then there's abandoned that and just changed Pike Park name and just call it Henry Road from West Bay Farm. But no, but originally that was a piece of Pike Park.
So when the changes start happening, when the changes start really happening at Waterhouse, I know in the
well, I know some people up on the top of Trinidad Road, up on that road. Some people start houses up there. And there was a big right big part where Doc used to live. No man, a big shop was there, like a haberdashery and thing. And then this JP Minister of Housing, Bully Joseph. I remember that. Bully Joseph, bulldozed down because even this woman named this boy. She lived right on the corner, St. Lucia Road and Trinidad Road. She built a nice concrete house, you know, and Bully Joseph bulldozed down that, you know. Bully Joseph. Not only this, they say we start getting to the Penn Road. Yeah. And that. Yeah. Bully Joseph clean up the whole leg. They want to do the space to build it. They started about it themselves. Yeah, but them clean the road up, large road and all that place here. And then after that, now people start coming after the flooring, and people start coming, and then one and two people start dropping them out. Because even which was them, that was the empty land. However, that was the whole little chair.
Brethren, can you speak closer to the mic?
Oh, yeah. Can you hear me now?
I hear, but it's very low.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That was, in the 60s. Because like a couple of years after Bully Joseph bulldozed down up on the top of Trinidad Road and other places, the people start coming back in and build, and I guess the government start putting the road. Because part of it, when they have a official road. And that's how they start extending and people start getting the road. And you can, all I was considered capture land at first.
That's up to Candyman area.
Up to Candyman area and go around, yeah.
All of that land from what you call future on the other side.
Yeah, all of that land from future, from the past over Antigua Park.
Yeah, go right
all
up.
Of that land was just capture land.
Capture land.
Yeah.
So when they start capture land in Waterhouse, when the first set of capture land come, because I remember I said, and they got the bank, it was mainly cars. People used to, remember we have a car used to dump on the gully bank.
Yeah, but from after the flooring in 63,
yeah,
then a lot of people start moving. Like one big set come in, and then after that, one and two until it evolved into where we are now.
Because in the 70s, a large group came in.
Yeah, and then 72 again. Yeah.
Because I remember up by my side, up at Unity Lane side, it was some brethren from half of the corner. We not call them name, but some brethren from half the corner who was, it's right at the bridge.
Yeah.
Them also will go right back down to Buck corner there.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a certain man from the corner there, a certain man who started bringing the people. Because I remember once when I grew up, I remember there was a fight around at the bank. People are moving and some man get paid because certain man done lease out the lot already, the plot of land.
Yeah, I don't know man have capitalized on anything there. Yeah, someone do it for money,
Yeah, someone that do it for money.
And because as I do, I remember Waldron Bakery.
Yeah.
And then the Rasta man them there, where you start them put for painting.
NASA, that's a NASA corner. I'm a NASA.
Yeah, NASA. Yeah. The people there a long time. But then after that, now you start to leave them go up and more people start coming in. Obviously, in my opinion, I think there are people that were there before who encourage other people to come in after too. Family members. And sometimes people go up to and get them on the spot, you know?
Yeah.
So that's what we get to where it is now.
So, would you say the changes then started, the major changes started in the 60s then?
Yeah, in the 60s.
The 60s?
Yeah, right after 63.
Okay. Now, I want to ask you this, Dan Juan.
Huh?
You remember about the well then that was in Waterhouse?
I know one of that big road.
Yeah, that's a Kaiba yard.
Yeah, one of the big road.
One of a ready mix.
We're ready to them still the water down there, you know.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing with that piece of land. But I lot of water in the ready mix.
Yeah, ready mix. And then there was another one on Conway Road. Gresh, you remember Conway Road? There was a well at Conway Road, right at Conway Road and Farm Road. The woman who owned that house there, I can't remember her name. But there was a well.
She never well too?
Yeah, she lived opposite to Miss Hutchison yard there. Right
Oh,
at the corner.
that's next door to my uncle.
Yeah. She had I think of Miss Davis yard. Miss Davis yard, yeah.
I know Muzzle yard. Muzzle used to live across the street too.
Muzzle, but the well was further up.
Further up to the car.
Across a farm road to get to the well. Right?
Yeah.
Muzzle was closer to Balcom Drive.
Yes.
This well was closer to Binns Road.
Yeah.
You know, so I remember.
Another year.
Yeah, no, Miss Davis.
No, quiet talk. Yeah, man.
Davis yard. So I don't
And
know.
over there is Farm Road.
Yes. Farm Road and Conway Road corner on the left hand side before you go towards Binns Road. Another issue I want to touch with you, see. Remember the dance hall them in the place? Dance was a big thing in our community.
Well,
one of the man well-known dance hall was 44 Kennedy Road, Mr. Low Place.
Well, I want to tell you before that, but St. Lucia Road, Maga, when you still live on St. Lucia Road, you see, you don't even know that. Before the time that. But you know, one, German, cheap, concrete, the backyard. And like every weekend, somebody some song like Gideon Stinger. And because I don't matter to be a long time, you know, so my that I told his mom was right here.
Okay.
My God, you are going to read history now. That one in the history.
Miss Maga used to have dance and then read it on Antigua Road.
What about Stampede? What about Stampede for Dudney Road?
Dudney Road, no. Oh, so they keep, and then for Real Road, that one that they keep on dance here. General Ball.
Yes, but the GSM come from. GSM, Real Road.
General Ball with Tobies.
But that one, don't forget, you know, I'm Penny Road, you know, Tim Father, Fats, you know.
Yeah.
It's about India, it's the PFT, you know.
Mr. Low Place, from Mr. Low Place, Penny Road.
Yeah. But I'm not telling you before that I was Miss Maga first. But from just come then Miss Maga first. Like, I used to have dance, and when you used to go on enough time earlier, I remember like a 5-star and the gate man money drop. So we also go to public hearing.
Another famous dance place that happened in Waterhouse, you see, was from West Bay Farm Road. Remember when?
Over the clock.
Crazy then.
Over clock, yeah. Have a bar. I did never dance, you know.
Who some never dance there?
A jam did play.
Yeah, and I think Old Man Marshall them come in there.
That was 1969.
Yeah, when
Boxing Day, 1969, to be exact. Boxing Day. Because I know the dancer, me, Dangody, Harper, stand up. And yeah, but me, Dangody, Harper, stand up, and Dangody said to say, I wanted to fight to start it. And by the time he says to me, I'm back to go. And he said, me go, so I move and I behind the bar. I'm here 2-shot fire. And people start running up and down. And we reach on the bottom to go over the fence. And a woman has struggled and the help man go over the fence. And we go over. He's open the bar there, the fence flat. The man didn't know. Our yard nigga start the night so. Now up on the veranda. Cause old man Marshall and in friend from 2 miles. I can't move brother the car can't move. It's a big stop in the back. Because even the youth brother were there crazy. A crazy and then start fighting up. And crazy start running go with me for what I say. The teeth me can't defend myself. And somebody cut him through. And then drop right up a thing there at Balcom Drive.
Yeah, the Rastaman yard.
The Rastaman yard, that was the drop one day.
Yeah, right, the same drive.
Yeah, man, then up and down with you.
Some of the famous murder happened in the Waterhouse. Remember the man where they kill him down Pampelon Road, they kill him suicide and kill him family?
Down Pampelon Road?
Yeah. In front of Bishop Avenue. A man, did you have an incident down the way? A man kill himself, kill himself.
Down from Bishop Avenue, look up here with Peter and Midley.
Yes.
There too, yeah, Peter, Peter Douglas, the Indian then.
Yeah, him
Yeah,
kill.
look up here, yeah.
No.
Yeah, Peter, me and Peter go school together. Yeah, but the first big murder happened in Waterhouse before full time. Right where really ended up in Antigua Road. This man used to live there, but him and his wife separated. And up at the corner, man, really hard. See if they are really live now. Him and his wife separated, but every Sunday, she used to come up there. And I spent the day with him. And I remember the Sunday morning, she passed my yard around her red dress. And she called to my mother and thing and little after here. The man chop off her head up there and hang himself in the bathroom.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, right there. You now know that. I don't think you're going to ban it. No, you're not ban it.
Dan Juan, what can you tell us about the stone wire between Balcom Drive and Tower?
I tell you about the stone wire between the corner man and jump to them first. Jump to them. So jump to them 2 miles from Waterhouse one day. And then my idol's corner man and catch up. And I tell you some big stone. But big. You see, we over the next side to the lane where the man is living up.
Yeah.
There, stand up over a man so we far over to him. And poorly. Fling a stone and he keeps straight him out from over the paper roadside. Straight him out in the him.
And knock him out. Yeah.
Yeah, but Waterhouse, but when it comes to stone, and next stone thing again. When they just move from Waterhouse, because Johnstone them come from, them keep a dance over the yard. So when my Johnstone man come and I don't know who of them, bigger man, get in a water. I mean, I tell you, some stone and buckle hit them. The man said, Jesus Christ, Waterhouse, whatever, we kill each other man there. Yeah. And then now, Tower Waterhouse again, going out the water, that have a pigeon young man them.
Pigeon young man them, yeah.
Mighty and suck a few one them man there. Samson, yeah man, yo. I say poorly and money. I'm not going to everybody remember leaders. Remember what? You know the fight they done? I'm stand up at a little while, I want to know. The man them come across Waterhouse, Tower man them, and then decide to leaders and a man to fight. And it done. And leaders and a man to fight. Right out the cracker and so. And the after that, yeah, man.
That's the first time about peace fight, you know. Peace fight.
That's how the war finished?
Yeah. You know, the man fight with you.
Peace fight.
One relative fight.
Well, another thing I want to ask you about to say was another dance hall was around a Dizzy Corner, 59 Trinidad Road. That was a popular place to talk about.
One top of Trinidad Road.
Yeah, Dizzy.
Candyman. Candyman, that. Yeah.
No, Candyman, Dizzy.
Yeah, see people there right up the so. Candyman come from. Right before we get to that road.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, right. A whole dance used to keep up there, sir. Remember?
Yeah, whole dance used to keep up there. Whole dance.
Remember them dance there?
Kingston. And after Bash right going down, and then build the constituency office.
Dance used to keep on.
That used to keep dance all the time on Penn Avenue.
Penn Avenue.
Because they say used to be a big shop in our Waterhouse.
That's right.
That's right. Don't pop in Avenue. Yeah. Because that's right. Never wholesale down the Spanish Town Road too, you know. If we don't get Siaga one time and lose, you know.
Oh.
That's right. Well, yeah, man, I'm going for BNP. Get Siaga down there.
You remember you asked about a wholesale place? Maybe that's it. That's right.
That's right, man. Pop in Avenue.
The White House.
Because in the one Irma Evans in the devil.
Yeah.
Because two sisters in Irma. Can we know them from town? Because Bam Street, them slave.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, you bring them? I know them because, you know, say, all right, when Dudley Thompson just come Western Kingston, I just say you saw them office before we get the place.
Regent Street.
Yeah. I tell you, our enemies at school.
Let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this. What do you think? What can we do? We who come from the community, who live abroad, what can we do to help? What can we do to change? Support the resource center. And as I said, what can we do to change lives in our community?
Let me answer that, Michael. Michael, can you hear me? Michael, you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. About maybe a year ago, I wrote an article. I put it in the Gleaner, put it on Facebook. I think I put it on the next venue. I don't know. I keep taking it down. But I was talking about emulating Marcus Garvey did, and I was talking about a pan-Jamaicanism, starting with each neighborhood, where the people that want help, they need to go down in mass. If that one go down myself and try to change Trinidad Road, that never work. If I go down and try to take it through, that never work. But if a whole group of Waterhouse people, say 100, 200 go down, then we can make a change. You understand me? Because the point I was trying to tell people, right? A lot of people don't look at it. Waterhouse is the most centralized place in the entire island of Jamaica. Waterhouse is the only place they can reach Spanish Town Road, the Boulevard, Walton Park Road. You understand me? And the Cutter Road, it's Cutter Road.
It's very strategic. It's very strategic.
Yeah, it's very strategic. If you cut, I remember that's what I'm ready to there, you know. I ready to stop over here, Beer Farm Road, I ready to stop down Panic Road to Estana. That's a readiness was there for years. People didn't realize that. So what we need to do is realize that Waterhouse is a vital piece of real estate. I can't change, you know. That's somebody that get the vision, but we don't have, and I'm coming here, and when change comes, it displaces people. You understand me? And we don't have to do with it. You know, we can go in back to the people there, and if we can sell the idea, sell the Waterhouse is a private real estate. And if a road build, I mean, you have the Red Bridge, get rid of Red Bridge and build a road. You can't imagine that? Get rid of Sabacan Lane, get rid of Baker Lane and build a road. And then build a next road. True capture or build the idea, stop. I don't remember the one now. You know, there's a road from Seaview, carry all the way back out to Marcus Garvey, right? Yeah. And the whole of Seaview gets circumvented. And people are driving night and day. Yeah. Without fear. Waterhouse that can be done. That can be done. The reason that it can't change is because Waterhouse is dead end by the gully back and capture land. So when people come down in, they'll back out, I go Island Road. So if we make a thoroughfare where Waterhouse can reach up back to that bridge there, that freeway, Waterhouse can reach back again by Danger Island Way. Go right back to Sabacan and make a road through Red Bridge. Then people use Waterhouse can easily get from Washington Boulevard to Spanish Town Road to Waterhouse. And it was way more drive now, you know that, right? Yeah, I know that. So we can take up, I mean, Waterhouse priceless. Or send ideas to the people.
You remember when the factories used to go on a non-spin? Our community was more vibrant than work. People used to come through there. Of course, not a child. Yeah, but because the factory closed down now and things, nobody not. So the government was here. We as people first that will lobby the government. And one people carry that. They will go down and a body with resources, ideas. How about we want to go back home for free? Educate them too. Chinese them come and do a bunch of it. Believe me, that half my friend Chinese them there.
Right? The land of Jamaica, the Chinese control the entire strip. And one man they kill people, and they don't care. We have to realize that we have to sell the idea of Waterhouse. And we can't do it as I mean, Chris was on the other thing. I mean, your thing, we have put on at that time, unified body with a vision. Just like Marcus Garvey, he want to reinforce Africa, and the white man stop him. You understand me? And the same thing we need to do. Start with Waterhouse first. I will start with the worst place in terms of, you know, that notoriety. You can imagine that other place then. If we can convert Waterhouse.
But listen now, listen now.
If we can convert Waterhouse, it will spread. It will spread.
But right now we have the Waterhouse CDC, the community there, the organization. Why not support it?
Because it's local. It's local. What people don't want, 95% of them don't know about it. It's marketing.
Yeah, we don't
know about it.
You have to expand it, make me know about it, because I never even know about it.
Yeah, but you know that Waterhouse CDC, the president of it is Chris Lice's body. If you go on Facebook, you see, you see a lot of things about them. Just type in Gresh, can you pull it in? Waterhouse CDC. Let me see if I can pull it up. But
I look at it like Keith, because when we came down, we kept our reunion and we keep it and Trinidad going.
Yeah.
Chris came in now. I think there was an interview. Chris was the guest speaker. And Chris and I had a conversation. And Dudley, Thompson.
No, man. The MP?
No. The guy who worked for the news media on the program.
Yeah, the guy.
Come from St. Patrick, man.
Oh, no, man.
I wasn't. You know, Dudley was here. And me and my Chris had an interview. And Chris said, well, how can I make it work? I'm trying to explain things. He started locally, but the resources is externally. You understand me? If we can read them people overseas, I mean, say, you know, the fear, be honest with you, Keith, I'll be honest with you. I have 2 hours of Waterhouse, strategically located, one on St. Kitts Road and one on Grenada Road. And every time I think about the resources and the needs, and every time I think about doing it, just like everybody else is saying, it's a wide investment. You know, but second guess myself, which is not right. Because maybe at the start, somebody to follow.
So the one.
You know, just guess what? I remember, you know, there's a story, I don't remember the story. I'm talking progress, you know. This guy wanted to build some house in a place in the country. I think it was in Westmoreland. From our little land, I went crazy. But they want light. Okay? And my boy said they build over the light, they climb out the ground. You know him the first? He start put up light. He started put up light, I put up a house. All I ended up doing was like the whole stretch of the street and people put it out. And the neighborhood did up to today. So maybe that's the problem. Maybe we had the problem key up here. You understand me?
Yeah.
Michael, sorry, yeah. Michael, maybe we had the problem up here. Because the resources, you know, where the means, you know. And we have to look, oh, we have a house here. Everybody has a house here.
But the problem I experience is a lot of us stay foreign. And we blame what's happening, but we're not taking part in stuff in the community.
No, I was down up to the same by now.
But that's true.
But that's good because a lot of people fear.
Yeah, a lot of people fear to go home, yes.
Fear to go back home.
I remember one time, the first time we decided we were going to keep the reunion in Jamaica. A man said to me, oh, the security level.
Exactly. I will keep it without the security. And no internet, internet free.
I ended up sending a letter to the police, to security, which it wasn't even necessary.
Yeah, necessary. It happened. I mean, you want to play. It happened. We keep it. I mean, factions, I was here. Even Chris said to me, I can remember, I can ask him. Said to me at first, this certain man from certain car and I interact. I mean, they stop together, you know, but they stand up over the side of the street, but then there's no conflict.
Yeah.
Well, brethren, I think we have put a hand to this now because it's a good while now we're recording, you know, and you know Zoom put a limit on it. But
yeah, I know.
I think we should continue this discussion. If you
we should. But we really need to look at expanding the CDC.
Yes.
Really, because the youth them need education and like a guidance, like a ruling guidance. And that is what God provided when we were there. Because quite a few youth check up and start and with me, and we draw them out of certain things,
Yeah.
And a lot of youth will take that team to this day. And that is what they need. They must need some guidance, someone to tell you that is not right. Do this, do that. Because when we did it, even man like Pastor, the man used to come in at the reunion, put on when we say suit, you have to wear suit. He come in and suit and hang out a man that see my would know say, I'm involved in anything there.
They need more role models.
Yeah, they need more role models, they have some guidance.
Michael, that's what you say, see, we ain't continue. So we want to talk a little bit next time about us as product of Waterhouse. And Chris Lightbody, he was a guest speaker in 2017 at our reunion. And where Chris said that gas has established and said so much in the Waterhouse that anybody over 30 years old knows the gas.
Yeah, man.
Gas is. And once gas hit Waterhouse, everybody said gas man around.
Yeah.
So what Chris wanted to know is, what is the difference between us versus the rest of the club then? And we'll talk about that next time.